This is a final check test of 41208, and I'm going to explain to you what we're looking at here, because you obviously can't hear stereo over this, but you will be able to see stereo. We're going to play your item into a test panel, and oh boy, what we're going to do is hear it in the background, but more accurately, we're going to be able to see the audio on this device. This is a dual trace oscilloscope. The upper display is going to be your left channel, lower display is going to be your right. And what we're going to do is feed in sine waves, which are a much more telling test rather than listening to a dynamic signal such as music. So what we're going to do is, and if I turn the volume up too high, it's going to make this microphone distort. So what I'm probably going to do is, once we start to go up in volume, I'm going to switch the speakers into what's called a dummy load. A dummy load puts the same amount of stress on the amplifier, but is silent because it converts the sound energy into heat energy. So let's back this out. And this is your item. We're going to turn it on. And it typically takes about 5 seconds to come on. Turn the volume up. I don't know if you can hear that. That's a 400 cycle sine wave. And I can pan to the left, so it'll show only the upper display. I can pan to the right, so it'll show only the lower display. Put the volume back in the middle. You can turn the volume up. Again, I'm going to switch this over because it's going to start to distort. So I'm going to the dummy load right now. I'm also going to lower the gain on the distortion analyzer so we can drive this higher without going into clipping. And I'm going to zero in a little bit on the oscilloscope so you get a really good clear picture of how nice and clean this audio is. This item works beautifully now. If your Bose 601 speakers are up to snuff, you're going to have a great sounding system. And again, I can get even closer on the oscilloscope. Hang on. There we go. So I'm going to pan to the left. Only the upper display will show. I'm going to pan to the right. Only the bottom display will show. And I can probably bring this up a little bit more. I don't want to get too close to clipping, which is right there. Clipping occurs when the top and the bottom of the sine wave go into what's called saturation, and we start to develop square waves. Right there, whoa, I don't like going there. That's where we blow up the amplifier. But those are square waves. So I'm going to bring this back down, and here comes the speakers on again. And we can actually go do some music, but music is not a really good way to test this. Okay, that's the end of this. That's the end of 41208 demonstration.